Hello everyone out there in the world of YouTube. It's me, your buddy Nessa at you again, better known as GreatLove91 on Twitter. And today I am shooting this video outside because I am waiting for my family to get home. And I don't have the key, so I thought what better way to kill time than to make a video. So here I go. Essentially what I'm here to do today, obviously you guys already know, is to give a recap of last night's episode of Total Divas, which aired December 1st, 2013. But before I do that, I would like to remind you guys, please tune in to my Raw after show on www.blogtalkradio.com/DTRT for your Raw after show. 8:30 Pacific Standard Time and 10:30 or 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, depending on your time zone and whatnot. And also feel free to follow DTRT Wrestling on Twitter for all your latest wrestling news and updates. Alright, so here I go. Let's get the ball rolling on Total Divas. Last night, essentially, there was, I want to say, maybe 3 main stories. JoJo wasn't featured on this show, and neither was, sorry, there's people walking by and I got distracted. And neither was Bree and Brian, not that much anyway. So the essential stories were John and Trinity having problems in their relationship because Trinity, aka Naomi's dad, was staying in town and was staying in their house, and Trinity and John weren't able to have like alone time and stuff, so it caused a lot of drama and whatnot between their relationship. And then we had Eva Marie getting scanned for her action figure, which I thought, really? She's already getting an action figure? I think it's going to make her ego grow a little bit more. And she even said, let's make the boobs big for more sales or whatever. It's kind of awkward. And then, and of course, the drama between Nikki and John Cena continues. So yeah, let's start with the drama between John and Trinity. Like I said, her dad is in a band and was staying there for a while at their house, and he was up at like 2 in the morning making sandwiches and just disturbing the peace, I guess you could say. And at one point, like he had a show, and Trinity and John and Natalia, they went to it and stuff, and they were watching it. And then after his concert or show or whatever you want to call it, he decided, let's throw an after party at your house. And John got a little upset with, look, this is my house too. He's like, I want to have, our quality time, and I haven't been able to have that because of him making sandwiches at 2 in the morning or playing guitar at 2 in the morning. And, Trinity was like, I'm not going to tell my dad to leave. He's my dad. I hardly get to see him. I hardly get to see the band and stuff like that. So he was like, well, if they don't leave, I leave. So, like, they got in a heated argument, and he left. And my take on that is, I understand that family is important, especially, a father, and I get that she hardly sees him, but, she's engaged now, and John's her fiance, and, in the Bible it talks about how, like, the man should be first, and even when you're married, you make that I know they're not married yet, but when you're married, you make that commitment to put your man, your significant other, your husband, your fiance, first in your life. And like I said, I get that family's important, but I think Trinity should have been a little bit more understanding. So eventually they showed Trinity and her dad talking, and she talked about like how her and John were having problems because of him, and he was like, because of me, and he was like, now you're making your old man feel bad, and he was kind of like offended for her telling him to leave or whatever. But like I said, it had to be done. The second story was, of course, again, John and Nikki having issues because apparently John is really, like, materialistic, and he has to have things a certain way. He kind of has, like, OCD, like, dirty laundry has to go in one hamper, and then clean laundry has to go in another hamper, and then, like, like there was this one scene where Nikki tried to be nice and like make dinner for him, and he got upset because he was like, I don't want you putting food on these marble counters, and let's hope that you don't do this again, because it was a surprise, and he's like, let's hope there's no more surprises like this. And it got Nikki really, like, mad, and was like, you know, John, I tried to do something nice for you, I didn't even get a thank you. She's like, I'm tired of living here with all these rules, it doesn't even feel like a home, it feels like a freaking museum. And even, like, for the first time, I'm not really a Nikki fan, but for the first time, I had to agree with Nikki, because I was like, man, he's so materialistic, oh, my marble's gonna get messed up, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, like, she was being nice for him. She wanted to cook dinner for him, and, like, he didn't really even appreciate it. And then, like, it shows him, like, going to his gym or whatever, talking to his friend about how, like, he came down on Nikki the wrong way. And, like, his friend was like, well, you know, just don't talk to anybody, don't communicate with anybody, don't fall in love with anybody if you're going to be that way. Just be alone, because no one's perfect, and not everyone's going to want it your way. And that's how that storyline ended, really. And then there was also, I forgot to mention this, also a storyline between Ariane, you know, Cameron, and her boyfriend Vinny, about how, like, she was trying to make him reach his full potential, and then she called Bill DeMott, he's a trainer in NXT down at the Performance Center in Florida, and was like, well, maybe we could have a tryout, you know, audition for Vinny. And Vinny, obviously, he can't handle that type of cardio and whatever, and, like, it just ended with him being embarrassed and Bill DeMott saying, this isn't for you, you know. And he's like, what you did today isn't even half of what Cameron, you know, does every day. Well, he didn't say Cameron, he said Ariane. But, you know, it was kind of like an eye-opener for Vinny, and Vinny got really upset because he told, you know, Ariane, you were trying to push me to do this, and it's not for me, you know. And obviously, Ariane had to apologize to him. I thought that storyline was a little dumb, because it's like, if he doesn't want to be in the professional wrestling business, Ariane, like, don't force him to. Like, he already wants to start his own hookah business, and he already knows what he wants in life. Like, if he knows it's not for him, like, she should have never, like, called Bill DeMott and said, hey, can you do an open audition for him or whatever. I just thought it was really pointless. And then, like I said, there was even if I did, I wouldn't be able to get inside. Sorry, my family's home now, and they asked me why I don't have a key. But anyway, that's essentially all that happened in Total Divas, other than you know, Eva Marie getting her figure scanned for her action figure. But other than that, nothing really too important happened. But I'm gonna let this video go before it gets too awkward. And yeah, like I said, you guys catch me tonight after my Raw, for my Raw post show, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 or 11:30 Eastern Standard Time at www.blogtalkradio.com/DTRT Wrestling. Alrighty, guys, catch you later. Have a great day.